So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth edition of the International Property Alliance podcast. Today, I have a dear friend and a very great candidate for this podcast on. His name's Justin Whittemore. He is a world record holder in the longest public speech. He owns one of the largest rent-to-rent portfolios in the UK, and he has about 20 plus years experience in property investing. And he also owns a large estate and letting agency in the UK. So welcome, Justin, and thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, Mark, you're very welcome. Yeah, thanks so much for inviting me. It's been been an honor. Thank you.
So let's jump straight into it. What is one of the first biggest lessons that you've learned so far in your long journey?
Okay, so probably, and this is actually nothing to do with property. In fact, it's more about mindset. And probably my biggest lesson that I've learned is never to give in. Really never listen to any other person's thoughts on you or what you're doing, etc. Make your own mind up. And the reason why I say this is probably a big lesson for me, Mark, is because I'm actually dyslexic. Going through school was a very hard time for me. In the respect that I was pretty much bullied at school, and this is not by the pupils, but by the teachers and other adults around me. And because I was dyslexic, where you have trouble in words and letters and numbers, etc., I was always picked upon and said, "Oh, you're stupid. You're a troublemaker. You're never going to amount to anything. You're a class joker, etc." Unfortunately, Mark, when you're told something enough, and this is what I mean by listening to other people, when you're told something enough, you tend to become what they're telling you are, if you let it. So I learned from a very early age that mindset was a huge thing if I wanted to succeed in life, by cutting out what I call the white noise, the interference around us, and just, going with my own thoughts, my own ideas, and believing in myself, and believing, well, actually, do you know what? I'm not stupid. I know exactly where I want to go. But just this part here doesn't interest me because I want something much greater. So the biggest lesson or life lesson that I've learned is mindset, getting your mind in the right place to push you forward to greater things.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So never give up, and perhaps also, if I may add, don't believe the story that other people tell about you to yourself.
Absolutely, spot on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Create your own story and live by that design.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's crucial. And we see that so much in these days with social media. People are being told what they are by people that don't know them on a regular basis. So I think that's a really powerful one. So a second lesson that you have picked up in many of these years of investing in life.
Yeah. Okay. So second lesson, I think, again, this is highly important. Understanding what you want to do, understanding where you want to go, and stick to it. I think a lot of people fail in life or fail in business at the moment is because they have no focus. So I think pick what you want to do, go and learn what you want to do, and go and do that one thing. Get educated. I think it's a massive thing. Understand what you're wanting and go and do it, rather than flitting around, trying one strategy, then another, then another, then another. And guess what? None of those are going to work. And the reason being is because you don't understand them well enough to make them work, because you haven't done them long enough. You haven't given them enough time to work. So stop flitting around from course to course and strategy to strategy. Focus on what you really want, set a goal, go for it, and understand it, and stop and just keep on that one track. Does that make sense?
I think that the word preach comes in handy at that moment, because there's so many listeners that I know are nodding their heads right now thinking, yeah, that's just the way to go. You have to focus. And I mean, among other people, I myself was the same thing many years ago, just trying affiliate marketing to this and that, instead of just finally focusing on what I wanted to build. And that's
Absolutely.
a proper business. So have a goal and stick to it and be focused. I really like that one.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, and also the passion at which it was delivered entails that you must have also perhaps encountered that a bit of yourself before, maybe before you
This
found
is,
your path.
yeah, totally. And this is, I was thinking, like every human being, you see the shiny pennies and think, oh, I can do this, I can do, and you keep flitting from one to another because it doesn't happen quick enough.
Yeah.
And I think coming from someone, like myself that has experienced a lot in life, that has been successful in life, people look at what I've done and think, well, actually, I can have that tomorrow. Well, you can't. I'm 20 years down the line, but yeah, totally. I have flitted around from different thing to different thing, and then thought none of these are working. There is a reason why, and that reason why is because I haven't set a goal. Secondly, I haven't pursued that goal and stuck to it.
Yeah. So identify what you want, know what you want, and then stick focused until you've actually achieved it, and don't give up.
Absolutely,
I think
totally.
that fits in very nicely with the first one as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
Excellent, Justin. So, what's the third one? The third and final biggest lesson that you've learned that you want to leave the listeners with?
Okay, so this is a really, really important one, guys. Mark. It's learn to say no. It's
Wow.
as simple as that. Learn to say no, because what happens is if you do not learn to say no at some point, you are going to get dragged in to absolutely everything.
Yeah.
You won't know where you are. You will lose focus of your goals and you won't be able to push forward. Like I see a lot of people coming to me with deals. Okay. They've got deals on the table and the figures just don't work. However, they are so desperate to get their first deal, they can't say no. And they just take the most awful deals on that I've ever seen. I'm like, guys, just do your figures. So my thing is, if the figures don't work, they don't work. If the figures don't work, don't manipulate them to make yourself satisfied that your yes is good enough. If they don't work, say no. Likewise, in taking too much on, learn to say no. I think it's a very, very important thing to get into your head, understanding where you need to go, because you can take too much on and you can take a load of rubbish on if you don't learn to say no at the right times.
I totally agree there. And just to ask you, how can we identify what to say yes and what to say no to? Is it based on a monetized question? What can actually earn me money? Or how do we learn what to say no to?
I think so, absolutely. So, for instance, a yes is right. Is this do these? If we're talking of deal, right? Do these figures work without me manipulating them? Yes, they do. Right? Yes, that's a deal. Is it going to earn me money? Yes, it is. Is this going to tie me into a load of work, a load of extra hassle, and I'm going to get nothing out of it, or it's not going to benefit other people around me? That's a no. Yeah. So if I can benefit, or other people around me can benefit, then it's a yes.
Excellent. So never give up, have a goal, know what it is, stick to it, and learn how to say no.
Absolutely.
That's the Justin Whittemore rule, is it?
It's a different, yeah, something like that.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I just want to say thank you so much, Justin, for your valuable tips. And where can the listeners find out more about yourselves? Where can they find you?
Okay, well, I'm on Facebook. It's Justin Whittemore. The last one is spelled WHITTEMORE, Justin Whittemore, and that's on Facebook. If you want to email me, it's my name, Justin Whittemore, at yahoo.co.uk.
Okay, excellent, Justin. Well, thank you so much for coming on, as on the behalf of the listeners as well. And we hope to see you at an International Property Alliance event or podcast very soon again.
You're very welcome. Thanks very much for the invitation.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Mark. Bye-bye.